Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear audience, welcome to today's video. Today we will start our video with some questions. Why does a football move when we kick it? Why does a door open when we push it? And how does a magnet pull the iron? The answer of all these questions is force. So our today's topic is force. In this video, we will define force, we will discuss its effects and its different types. Let's start with definition of force. Force is push or pull that can change the state of an object. For example, we can change the state of handbag or a table or a trolley by just applying the force. Force can be identified by different effects. For example, force can move an object. Trolley can be moved by applying force. Hand carry can be pushed or pulled by applying force. Force can stop any moving object. For example, if we apply brakes, the cycle will stop from moving. The moving table can be stopped by applying force. Force can change the direction of moving object. For example, if we apply force on the ball by bat, the direction of ball will be changed. The toy car can also be changed its direction by applying force. Force can change shape of the object. For example, here you can see how the shape of the mud is changed by applying the force. Force can also increase or decrease the speed of a moving object. For example, speed of cycle or toy car can be increased or decreased by just applying the force on it. There are different types of force. Number one is contact force and number two is non-contact force. Contact forces may be applied force or friction force, and non-contact force is gravity, magnetic force, and electrostatic force. First of all, we will discuss contact force. The force that act only when the object touch each other. As the name indicates, here we have to touch the two objects. For example, muscular foot and frictional force. If we apply muscular foot on an object, we must have to touch the object. And second one is non-contact force. These forces act without physical contact. It means we don't have to touch the two objects for applying this force. For example, magnetic force, gravitational force, and electrostatic force. For these forces, we don't need any type of physical contact. For example, magnetic force can be felt without touching. Gravitational force can be felt without touching the two objects, and electrostatic force can also be felt without touching the two objects. There are two main types of forces, balanced force and unbalanced force. As the name indicates that in balanced force, equal forces act in opposite direction and object does not move. For example, in tug of war, if two teams apply same type of forces on both sides of tug, we can say that it is balanced force. And unbalanced force is when one force is greater than the second force. And for example, if one team is pulling harder than the other, then the rope will be pulled or pushed towards one side. Force and motion have a strong relationship. An object at rest remains at rest until force acts on it. For example, football will not move until you kick it. Cycle will not move until you apply force. Force is everywhere. It is present in heartbeat, moving leaves, waves in sea, lifting school bag, hammering nail, squeezing toothpaste. All the process need force. Opening door, pulling drawer, kicking a ball, riding bicycle, falling objects and magnets on refrigerator. All work with the help of force. So, without force, nothing around us could move, stop, or change direction. Force is one of the most important concepts of science present everywhere. So, I hope you have understand the topic of force. Thank you very much. And Allah Hafiz till the next video.